I know that I speak for all 124 members of provincial parliament when I say we are delighted that you're here at Queen's Park, the seat of government in Ontario and the majestic symbol of parliamentary democracy in our province. We must begin by acknowledging that we're gathered on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. We recognize the long history of Indigenous nations in the province. We're also reminded of all the generations who came before us, who built the province that we were blessed to inherit. The responsibility passes to us for a time, and it's our obligation to build on it further for the benefit of the generations to come. Nous nous souvenons également de toutes les générations qui nous ont précédés, qui ont bâti la province dont nous avons eu la chance d'héréter. La responsabilité nous incombe pour un temps, et il est de notre devoir de continuer son développement pour le bien des générations à venir. In a time of challenge and change, Ontario and Canada represent a beacon of tolerance, respect, and cooperation, where we care about our families, our neighbors, and our communities. Right now, these values, taken together, are a shining example to a troubled world. And I'm happy to be here with you today for the celebration of Emancipation Day, as I said. August 1st, 1834, marked the abolition of slavery across the British Empire. This ended decades of exploitation and marked the beginning of self-actualization, freedom, and self-autonomy for Black communities around the world. Emancipation Day is an occasion for all of us to recognize and honor each Black community and abolitionist who challenged the status quo at the time. Their dedication, their perseverance, and their commitment to ban slavery are part of a long list of remarkable actions which triggered the will of change. Emancipation Day is also an opportunity to celebrate the rich and diverse history of the Black population in Canada and Ontario. Your contribution to Canada's heritage has been absolutely remarkable. Ancestors of Ontario's Black community were one of the founding communities of Ontario and Canada. From the arrival of Mathieu de Costa, who was a navigator and interpreter for Pierre Duguay de Mont and Samuel de Champlain, the Black community has been present in Canada since the early 1600s. Many later arrived by the Underground Railroad or came through other means through the years. So we know that the Black community has been present in Ontario for more than 300 years. Bill 111, the Emancipation Day Act 2008, recognizes that. It was passed by the legislature unanimously and proclaimed that August 1st in each year would be Emancipation Day. The Emancipation Day Act 2008 was also the very first private member's bill introduced in the history of this House. It was co-sponsored by two MPPs from different parties.